Hola amigos, hola amigas, Dorian here from Hoover Lux. Welcome, bienvenido, croeso y assalamu alaikum. So I'm going to be doing an unboxing today. This is one that I got week before last, but I haven't unboxed it yet because I was dealing with some of the other vacuums that I have. So I'm going to unbox this for you today, and as you can tell from the description, you can tell what it is. Now, it's not a Vax, for sure, definitely. Although I wouldn't mind trying one of these, but I certainly wouldn't buy one. Just going to take the packaging off. It's been sent to me complete. So, I think I should lay it down. I'm not really sure what condition this is in from the pictures. It seemed okay, but one can never tell from pictures alone. This is going to be hard to slide out. Let's see if I can take some of this box apart. That's better. Careful not to rip my fingers off. Okay, there's some cardboard in here to help protect it. And here we have Hoover Junior, an old Hoover Junior. Now, here she is. Let me undo the cord. Not an original cord, not an original plug, not an original bag, but it is an original Hoover. There we go. This Hoover Junior I have here. Let's have a look for the ratings. Now, where do we find? I think it's in here. Well, it should be here on a sticker, but it's not here actually. So it's a Hoover Junior. The brush roll on it is very rusted. I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll take you off the camera so you can have a look at this. So this is the Hoover Junior. It's got a bit of dirt down inside it, I can see there. The brush roll is in pretty bad condition. It's very, very rusted. I have a new one of this. It's in good. It looks like it's in good condition. It just looks like it's been sitting around somewhere damp in a cupboard somewhere for a long time, and the brush roll is rusted. Even though the brushes are still pretty much okay, the actual roller bar and the beater pads, they're a bit rusted. So there's no sticker on it to tell me the age. I assume it's from the 1960s. Don't know what that is. Why it would have that. I'll look at the inside. There is a belt on there. Seems to turn okay. Needs a bit of a clean up. Take the bumper off and clean that. That's a bit dirty as well. Okay, let's move around the back. I wonder if it's been painted, I don't know. It's got the Rolo on and off switch. This is where the cable runs into it. This foot release pedal is a bit bent. I shall have to straighten that up, but it does work. Here we have the bag, not an original bag. Spring still works on it. This is a replacement cable, definitely. Would have been better if there was a white cable. Inside the bag, try to open. There's a paper bag in it. At least it's in one piece. Doesn't seem to have any tears in it. The inside of the bag, the outer cloth bag, is a bit dusty, but not too bad. Put that back inside. Zip it back up. So yes, I don't have one of these, so I thought I would get it. I'm still confused over this sticker, why it doesn't say Hoover on it. I don't know. Perhaps somebody else can give me. I don't have any knowledge about these much at all, these Hoover Juniors. So let's plug it in and see if it works. Now, I haven't tested it, as you can see. I've just unboxed it. Okay, well, it hasn't come on. Well, it doesn't electrocute me. Has that very familiar growl to it with the beta bars hitting the mat. Let me pop you on pause and turn it over. So here's the underneath of it. Let's switch it on. Sounds alright, a bit growly. I definitely think you could do with some lubricating in there. I shall have a look and see what the carbon brushes are like. But it still seems to work. You know, it's not seized up. I'll tell you what I will do is, I will get my little vacuum cleaner, my Henry, and just get rid of some of this dust on the inside. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll unplug it and take off this plate, and we can have a look at the inside of it. So I've flipped it over. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take these two screws off. And we can have a look at what's underneath. Ooh, a lot of mank. I don't know if you can see. See if I can. No, I can't zoom you in on this. It's quite dirty on the inside. Let me take you off the camera and do a close-up. There we go. It's all in good condition. It's just very oh, there's that suppressor. It's just full of dust and dirt. Disgusting. So what I'm going to do is, let's give it a bit of a vacuum out. Okay, that's made a big difference to the inside of it. I can see it clearly now. Like I said, it is in pretty good condition. There's no damage to it. There's no rust on the inside. There's no rust indication. All the wires seem fine. So I'm not going to do anything with that because that looks perfectly fine, including the wheels. Right, so I'm going to pop this cover back on. There we go. I'm going to take the front off. I'm going to undo the belt. Flip it back over. And I'm going to remove this brush roll. Now, that's really badly rusted. That's I can't put that back on there. That needs some work doing to it to clean it up. So I think I might have a spare brush roll. So I'm going to pop it on pause a second and have a look. Lo and behold, I don't. So I'm going to have to do some work to this one. So I'm going to take these end caps off. I'm going to remove these brushes. How am I going to get this off? Let me try and get this end off. Okay, what I did was I used a pole, a stick, that I put through the end, and then just gently tapped it on the ground, and pop, it popped out. So those are the brushes, and this is this. So the first thing I'm going to do is wash it, and I'm going to use some fine wire wool to remove all the surface rust off, so I'm left with a clean surface that I can use to polish. So that's what I'm going to do first. So I've washed all these parts under the sink with some finest wire wool to remove all the rust off it, so that's fine. Remove the rust off all of the parts, so they're now clean. What I'm going to do now is to crack open the machine, the polishing machine. I was going to say fur stuck in here, there's some hair stuck in there. Crack open the polishing machine and give these a polish and see what we come after that. So I have now removed all the rust off of this, and I have used the polishing machine, the polishing bar. Let me tip you up over there, as you can see, I use that then to remove any of the residual rust and just take it down to the metal. I'm not going to spray paint it. I am not going to try and make it look like it's brand new. I just really wanted to get all the residual rust off it and clean it up. So there we go. So it's a lot cleaner. I've even done these parts as well with the machine to get rid of any corrosion. The only thing I'm going to do now is use some of the fine wire wool and a little bit of my mother's mag and aluminium polish, just to get rid of any residue left over from the polishing, and that'll finish off the clean. So I'll come back to you in a few minutes. Okay, so I've used the mag and aluminium polish on the parts, and it's definitely made it a lot better than what it was. So let's get this back together. So I'm going to need my grease because parts are going to need re-greasing. I'm going to keep these brush rolls, these brushes, they're fine. There we go. Now there's one end in. Oops! Perhaps I shouldn't have banged so hard with the tripod balancing precariously. Sorry there, I didn't mean to take you on a fall. Not quite fitted in right. There we go. Now I'm going to put some grease up in this end. And down in there. And there we go. There we go. Perfect. It doesn't look nice and shiny like new, but at least it works like new and all the rust is gone, and it should now work a lot better. So let's give it a go. I've got a belt here, so I'm just going to pop this belt on. Get rid of my pot of grease. And Oh, you numpty! I put it on the wrong way. Duh. Didn't tell me. Now that it's not rusted, it's a lot easier to do that. Okay, there we go. Right, try again. Let's flip it over. Okay, let's plug it in. That is so much better. Let's flip it up. Fantastic. So that's the brush roll done. Let me unplug it. So what I'm going to do now, take the brush. Now the brush roll is done. What I'm going to concentrate on now is the rest of it, so I'm going to clean out the rest of it and give it a polish. So the first thing I'm going to do is to take the bag off. Actually, I'll tell you what I'll do first. I'll take the bag out first. Right, that's the bag removed. Now for me to clean it. Now I actually... No, that's a very different one. No, I thought I had a spare Hoover Junior bag. I don't, so I'm just going to clean that one. If I come across another one, I will. Now I need to remove these bellows. There we go. Okay, so that is, oops, that's come off. So that's the bellows, the bag, that. There's 10 tons of nasty in this. I'm going to take off the bumper guard. Okay, so I'm going to go get myself a bucket of warm water to clean the outside of this. These and the bag I am going to clean by hand. The motor sounds a little bit rough. Sounds like it could benefit with some lubrication, so I'm going to do that and I'll get back to you in a few minutes. It'll be a second for you guys. Okay, I've cleaned the bellows and the fill tube and the front, and I'm going to get a replacement roundel sticker, Hoover roundel sticker for that. So what I'm going to do now is, I have a bucket here of warm water with mild detergent. I'm going to give this a wipe over. Okay, leave that to dry. Got another cloth here. this over. Really, this could do with a repainting, to be honest, but it's not in too bad condition. What I'm going to do is get my magic eraser. Millie, 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 Millie! Come on, quick, come here, come on, Millie, quick, come on. Millie, 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 look, come on. Sorry about that, dog almost escaping. Okay, just moisten my magic eraser. And this is getting rid of quite a lot of stuff in a second. I buy these in bulk from the pound shop. Because they're so good. Okay, so I'm just going to finish off doing this with the magic marker and the cloth, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so this is now looking very, very good. I've completely cleaned it up. I've polished it as well. It looks a heck of a lot better. I haven't really bothered with any of the scratches or anything. I'm just going to leave it. It's not too bad. I've cleaned up all the underneath of it. Put the brush roll back on and the belt. Cleaned up all inside of there. Put a bit of lubrication on the wheels so they don't make a noise, and the whole thing is looking a heck of a lot better. So what I'm going to do now, I'm waiting for the bag to dry. The bag is the only thing left, so I'm not going to use a paper bag on this. I'm going to use one of these Seaboard bags, not an original Seaboard bag, but one of them. So I'm going to cut evenly around the top of this Seaboard bag. Once I've done that, I'm just going to trim the top so it's nice and neat. Which is just out of sight, but never mind. There we go. So I've put a new belt on this at the bottom. I'm now going to put my Seaboard bag over it. Just like I would with a paper bag, and then I'm going to roll the band up which is easier said than done, because this is a new belt. Let me try it this way. See if I can use this screwdriver just to give me a bit of leverage onto it. God, this bloody belt is tough. I should have used the old one. No. I thought this was supposed to just roll on easy peasy. Try again. Okay. There. That's the bag on. So this will fit onto the bellows, like so. And I like it a bit more modern with this bag on there. And that's all I need to do now is wait for the outer bag for this to dry. Okay, so we're on the last leg of this Hoover Junior. I have been doing some metal polishing with the grinder thing for the Kirby 2000. So I've had this in front of the fan and it's now nice and dry. I've just pulled out the clip on that, so I need to put a new clip, which I have here. So I'm going to put this in. See, oh, you can't see. Haha. It seems to fit through. The stitching at the bottom. Except it's stuck on something now. Try and wiggle it through. There we go. Try it the other way then. There we go. Doesn't bother me which end it goes through. So I'm going to use this as a guide to put this on. Turn it around so you can see what I'm doing. following it around. Okay, that will be fine. So that is fine. That is just needs to go down a bit. There. There we go. Snip the end off this. So now that is done. That has the bag on it. I can lift you up a bit. I will have a look and see if I can find a better bag for it. But let me lift it up. That is now done. I think we will give this a little bit of a demo. Okay, I've just sprinkled down some sawdust, so we'll give this Hoover Junior a bit of a go. Okay, so here is my Hoover Junior. I was trying to find what model it is, and then I happened to see that. Let me see if we can focus in. Model 1334A. So it's a model 1334A. So I'm really pleased with that. I think it's been painted at some point. Actually, I'm almost positive that it's been painted at some point. But anyway, Model 13 Hoover Junior Model 1334 works really well. I'll see if I can find an original bag for it, or something a bit more original, and I'll get a Hoover roundel sticker to put on that to make it look. But it works really well, considering how old it is. It's got to be from the 60s. So it works really well. Thank you very much for watching this. I've really enjoyed doing this Hoover Junior. Please like, subscribe, comment. I got lots more stuff coming up on the channel, lots more content. So thank you very much for watching, and have a nice day.